Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome to our Roundtable Expo discussion. It is Wednesday afternoon. We are, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're fifth day in for the expos. So we've been busy watching all the expos. And today I just want to take some time to go around the table and act like we would be at, let's say it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're at a happy hour right now, having our break of whatever you're drinking, and just introduce yourself and tell us about one of the expos that you've watched. So who wants to get us started this afternoon?
Oh, I'll volunteer.
Yay, okay, so it'll go Karen and then Jen Dolan, and then we'll jump in after that. I'm gonna put you on speaker view.
Okay, I'm Karen, as you all know, and today I watched a bunch of the expos because I was off from my other job, but the one I enjoyed the most was the Run Your Business, Navigating Ups and Downs with Jamie Pillar. I really liked when she talked about surrounding yourself with people who see your value and want to help you succeed. Because a lot of times we have people in our circle that don't have our best interests at heart. So I really liked that. And she made me realize that I am the only one that is holding myself back in my business. So that was my aha moment with that expo.
Thanks, Karen, for sharing. I love that. Yeah, Jamie Pilcher is amazing. She's got some great stuff to share. A personal story I have with Jamie is she and her husband were celebrating an important milestone wedding anniversary when it came time for the Mediterranean cruise. And she was super close to earning for two, but she had to really push it, and she really dug in hard, and she ended up earning for two. And I just remember how happy she was to take her husband on that trip and how hard she worked for it. So she really is an inspiration. Okay, so Jen Dolan, you're up next, and you'll have to unmute yourself.
Right, I'm Jen Dolan. I'm from New Jersey. I watched a couple last night. I've been really busy with my daughter had to have her cat put down yesterday, and so not been very good week this week. But yesterday I watched, she's short blonde hair, very quiet spoken, but for some reason it like really stuck out on me. And actually it was a aha moment for me. The wiffle boxes, and she actually called them crates. Getting to know the person, and she made like a lemon box crate theme, squeeze the day, keeps her customers coming back, with making several of them and offering them to her clients and or her hosts. And she had 8 different, which I was kind of getting lost because she said 8, but she only named not 8 of them. But decorating them with lower costs, price points, making the plan for each different like pets. She would do like dollar store things or cutting up t-shirts and making dog toys out of them. And I only did that because of the barking in the background that I heard. Tasks, making sure, because if you made 8 of them, you could make your 200 PRVs. You plan the dates, then you write your posts, you do your Google forms, you bundle the orders, to make the money with Cincy, and then you refer the discounts, describe the crates, text all your different clients, then you take the photographs of them, pass them around, or like the photos of them, And then the extras, always make extras because there's going to be somebody that is going to want that. Um, and then always make like a wax one because there may be somebody who doesn't want a pet one or doesn't want one um, that you make that's always going to want something else, but always make other themes and it keeps them coming back. Um, always use Pinterest, Google, um, DIY, which I was never, I don't really know anything about DIY, so I have to look into that
Do it yourself.
because it's something that made it more interesting. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I
Do
didn't
you
hear
mean
what
the
she said.
do it
Do it
yourself
yourself,
when you
is
come up
that
with
what
your,
that meant?
yep.
Yeah. So I wasn't really, and it's a lot of things for the cleaners, make towels, trade wax to those people who make towels and put little designs on them. Instead of paying money for it, trade your wax for those people that you know that make towels. And then finally she goes number 8, put your crate together in gift bags at when you start instead of using the boxes. And then once you start making money from your crates, as she calls them, like yesterday you put together a Shelly, you put together in the bags um the realtor one.
Yeah.
Make it more of a DIY of a realtor by putting stickers in it. Or I came up with one of putting it in a gift bag, a plain brown paper gift bag with the handles on it, and on the outside just draw a home and color it, and ribbons of welcome home or something like that on the outside to make it more homey. Um, with the cleaners, with towels and washcloths, scrubbies, anything like that. So with that one, even though I'm not very artsy, my daughter is very artsy. So where she is doing another home-based business, I'm more into that than she is, and she's artsy, so I can trade my stuff, which I know she likes the wax, to help her with her home-based business. So I've already got plans for this.
Yay, I love it. I'm excited to see what you come up with. That's awesome.
And I don't know if you read the thing, but I have my second teamie on my team.
I saw that in the chat. That is awesome. Congratulations. And how do you know her and how did you
So,
ask? I
and I
just
was very
assumed her.
upset because I got my ribbon. I got my ribbon as certified, and for the SFR, and I'm like, I just made lead, and I'm like, ah.
It's going to
So
go so fast. All of you guys that want it and you go after it and you start recruiting those new consultants, it's going to go so fast. You're going to jump from lead to star.
I didn't start going really fast until the virus hit, and then I was like, boom.
Who wants to go next?
So okay, I don't know who was supposed to go next, but do you want me to pick somebody?
Sure.
Let's pick Marie. Yeah, you.
Yeah. And then some people don't know who you are, so say hello and tell them where you're calling from.
Hi, I'm Marie. I'm from Holiday, Florida, and I have watched a lot of videos today. My biggest one today was I watched more of the latest on social media, like the Facebook and the social media of Instagram and the Google. I didn't realize there's actually, when you go to it, there's a Google business page, and they sell you to create the Google business page. Has any of you guys done that? Do you guys like it? Yeah? Okay. I didn't know there was such a thing. It helps with
I
when
didn't
people
either.
research you on Google, and they were talking about it. So they're like, yeah, create a Google business page. And Instagram has the same thing, a business page too. So I found that really helpful. I didn't know it, and I'm going to do that tonight. I'm creating both of them.
Yes. I do know that I need to do it. I started a couple times. I might have even done it, but didn't follow through with it. But I do know that there are consultants that get new contacts off of it. And they taught us how to do that maybe 1 or 2 years ago at the expo in person. And that's when we found out about it. And it definitely works. Anything that you just throw, you try and you're consistent with and you keep up with, you'll find, it's going to be a good help.
I'm going to try
Who
it.
wants to go next?
I'll go.
Yeah.
I might be in the car, but I'm parked and I have my handy dandy notebook.
Of course you do. I love you.
I was looking at the thing and I was like, what is in my back seat? I don't remember putting anything colorful back there. It's my sunshade that says got wax on it.
Nice.
I'm a trip today. Hi guys, my name is Heather. I live in Holiday, Florida with Marie and a few other of our lovely consultants. However, I'm coming to you from North Carolina. This morning I was in Asheville, now I'm in Black Mountain. I took a little trip, super fun. I'm living my best life, I say. So this morning, I watched a Goal Getter with Shauna Davis. And I go in and I take like pages of notes. I think I have like 7 pages of notes from her. So she was really, really informative. And some things that I took away from her are, be an excuse buster. So we all have excuses. We all, I don't have time. And that's the biggest excuse that we have, is that we don't have time. And so in there, she broke it down about how 24 hours a day is 7 days a week. It's 168 hours. On average, we spend 56 of them sleeping, 40 of them working outside the home, 10 in a commute, and 42 generously giving us hours for family time, cooking, Netflix, and chill kind of stuff. And so we still have 3 hours a day, 7 days a week to work our business. So it's all about finding a way to be an excuse buster and actually work our business. And then another thing that she said, which I really liked, was that we fail forward. So as long as you continue to put one step in front of the other and move in the forward direction, even after you might have failed at something or something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, we are still moving forward. You just have to continue. And that's where you really, you really set yourself up differently than a lot of other people. Some people will hit a failure and then, they fall back and they stop. And this is where you move forward. And then last, I have lots of stuff, but I'm gonna do this one. She was talking about goals, and in the past couple of days I've talked about goals, and I've chimed in on the bigger picture. You make smaller daily goals, and she did a smarter goals. So be specific. So the S is specific in your goal. The M is measurable. So make sure that you can do it on a daily basis. You can reach it. A is attainable. So reaching that goal. R is realistic. So it's a real goal. It's not, I'm going to make $1 billion in a month goal. It's, I'm going to make $1 billion over the next 5 years goal. So more realistic. T is for time bound. So you want to make sure that you are going, okay, I'm going to contact 5 people today. I have 15 minutes this afternoon to do it. And in that 15 minutes, you follow up and contact 5 people. And then she adds an ER to it for, instead of SMART goals, smarter goals. And the E is for evaluate. So as you go through, you want to track your progress and evaluate it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And then last but not least, R is for reward. So once you've reached those goals, reward yourself. So, if you were to put 2 new recruits onto your team this month and that was your goal, then reward yourself with something so that you're more likely to go back and do it the following month and continue to follow up with that. And it's something that I learned outside of this that I'll add to that. Every 7 days, you want to touch on your visions and your goals. So if you don't do that within a 7-day time frame, you are going to kind of wash it under the rug, kind of let it go, and not be on top of your game. So if you sit down and you make a plan today, then by next Wednesday, you should have looked at everything, and you should be reevaluating what is on there. Did you reach it? What worked, what didn't work, and then redo it again, and then go another week and continue to do that. So you should always be looking at your goals and having them right there. So I really like that. So I will pass it on because I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to get off and go order food before it pours on me.
I love you. I love that you brought up that reward yourself and recognize and review part of that smarter goal, because when we are our own boss and we work by ourselves for ourselves, it sometimes can be unrewarding and it can go unnoticed if we're not in communication with our, SFR buddies. That's why you have your shape groups. You can have somebody that you feel comfortable saying, hey, did you see this on the workstation? Or what are you doing about this? Or I'm not hitting the mark this month, or whatever you need a push. You can talk to your director, your sponsor, your team members, your peers. It really is, we're in a place where Zoom, we can meet up and we can say, hey, where were you from last week? Or, how can I help you get to the goal before we meet up next week? Because it's kind of a not thankless, but there's no one sitting here thanking you, saying, oh my gosh, we're not at the water cooler saying, I saw that work that you did. No, it's just me just doing the work, and my family's mad that I'm putting in the time, and that, where's dinner? I don't know. How about the air fryer tonight, kid?
That's absolutely true. And sometimes when you do things, you got to sit back and you got to be like, yeah, I just did that. And then you reach behind and pat yourself on the back, even if it's just a small reward, like, hey, I had a little piece of chocolate today. So like that little bit just helped me push through to the next day. So it's definitely a true thing.
I love it. Does one more person want to go before I stop the recording for the people listening in after the fact? Okay, well, thank you for watching the recording. I'm going to stop the recording and then we'll continue the discussion.